What up? Welcome back to Say It With Your Chest podcast. Last week I didn't say our names, but Say It With Your Chest podcast, Adam Francisco, Daniel Bell, Mr. Suave, basketball guru. If you don't know us, like I said in the first episode, if you don't know us by now, where have you been? You need to get to know us because we're pretty good at our damn jobs. Like we're not pretty good, we're very good at our damn jobs.
So you better get it right.
But like I said, Say It With Your Chest podcast. Thank you guys for rocking with us. Continue to rock with us as we try and grow this, try to find our footing and everything. But we'll get right into it. I mean, we got there's a lot, a lot that happened in the last week. Lot.
2024 has gotten off to an interesting start, to say the least.
It is. Just in this last week, we got Cat Williams. We got Warriors young players mad at the coaches. We got the playoffs that happen, or NFL playoffs that are set. We had the national championship, and then we had Stephen A, Jason Whitlock.
Journalism beef out here.
We got aliens. We got what else?
Alleged or teenage fight.
We got Nick Saban retiring. We got a bunch of quite a few NFL coaches that got fired. And then like the funniest thing to me that happened was the stuff that happened in Congress with Hunter Biden. That hilarious. That was so the Hunter Biden and Joe Biden stuff that Congress wants Hunter Biden in jail and everything.
Yeah.
So the Republicans wanted him to testify, but they were just kind of like saying, hey, testify. They didn't think he was going to say yes. They were just trying to make it seem like he had something to hide. He said yes. And they was like, oh, well, we want you to do this behind closed doors.
Oh.
Because they wanted to do it behind closed doors because they wanted to make up what he would say, like push the narrative basically, and he was going to come out and say I didn't say that, and it was going to be, well, he's lying. But he was like, nah, I ain't doing it behind closed doors. We gonna do this in person or on TV for everybody to see. And they was like, no. So they sent him a subpoena to do it behind closed doors, and he didn't show up. So today, as this is what's today? Wednesday. There was a hearing in Congress for him to like say if he was guilty or not, and maybe wanting to send him to jail to see for him saying no to doing it behind closed doors. In the middle of it, he walked in. It was a boss move. It was a boss move.
This happened today.
Yeah, he walks in, and the Congress, everybody in Congress, like, what the hell's going on? Like their eyes got big. Like, is that who we think it is?
Yo.
Or you would have thought Jesus walked in, bro. Like it was a complete. Like I don't care if you love Republicans, you love Democrats, or if you're indifferent. It was a complete boss move just to walk in, and he was like,
to search that when I go.
He was like,
that's ridiculous.
He was like, let's get this done. And so Republicans, knowing that they didn't want to do it in front of the whole world, was like, nah. And so a Democrat was like, let's vote on it. And he was like, because it seemed like, I mean, he here. Y'all wanted him to do this. I mean, why not
do it? Yeah.
So they voted no, they didn't want him to do it. And then after all the commotion, he walks out, he does a little interview, and he goes on a little rant. And in the middle, after he pauses, a reporter says, hey, Hunter, what kind of crack is it that you used to do? Yeah, bro. Politics
is all on Capitol Hill. Like this is all happening in DC.
Politics is the best reality show going on in America right now. If you're not following politics because it's messy, I mean,
I'm about to get back on it, but I ain't gonna lie. Over the last like 6 years, it's been stressing me the hell out. So I kind of I tune in when it's important,
bro.
This sounds like it's worth it. Okay,
and, like yes, this is funny, but. And our politics the way we do politics in America has always been a huge joke.
Screwed up. Yeah.
But the fact that we get to see it in person, live and in person, just makes it seem like it's so much worse than what it really is. And it sucks because we can't do nothing about this. Like, this is like unless we got money.
Yeah.
Unless you got money, you can't change any politics. But yeah. So that was like
that is
and then I didn't mention the Noah Kanigan kid.
His name is Noah Nigga, man. His name is
No,
Noah Nigga. You heard the announcer.
I'm gonna say what his dad said. He said Kaniga, and that's
He's still saying nigga. Like
I know you because there's no word in the English language that you pronounce the K when there's N next to it. So I know, but
his dad trying to. I understand. I do understand. Like as a white man, first of all, just change the last name. Like somebody just has to take the wife's name
yeah,
and go on with that for the rest of the lore of the family. Like you got to. That's
I'm surprised that it took this long for somebody to find him. Number one,
yeah.
him and his sister apparently are hoopers.
Yeah,
Cause like
he was football too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's getting recruited by. He was visiting West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever school
Perfect
in the South,
have that name.
look at whatever school in the South, go get a blank check NIL deal for that kid.
Yep.
Jersey sales are going to go through the roof. Like if that's your last name, you might as well go all in it. Into like there are going to be so many white people, Southern white people that want that jersey just because they want to say, "Hey, what up? What up?" Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I've been around a lot of like teenage kids lately. Let me preface that. Jesus Christ. I've been around a lot of teenage kids lately for educational purposes. Everyone knows I'm a part-time teacher. I'm a part-time sub as well. When I have a little extra time, I like to substitute because I used to teach and I love teaching, but I can't teach anymore. But I, still want to give back. And kids like to say the word nigga, and it's really starting to piss me off a little bit. I just went off on a kid today because I mean it's like Hispanic kids saying it. And I'm like, okay, none of your ancestors were oppressed. None of them, not one of them. You can't say the word, bro. You can't say the word. And what has bothered me this week specifically, I hate to be a Debbie Downer and all this Noah nigga stuff, and it's funny and all that. It's giving white people the they're having a field day with this. They're like, yes, we can finally say the word. No. You should treat this kind of like the word bitch. Like bitch is actually a female dog, but context, it's a context thing. It's a context thing, and that's what they're going to.
But as like knowing how the world is, how America is, and how people are gonna say it no matter what, I'm going all in. I'm bringing this kid in, signing a blank check. Dion, like if I'm Dion, I'm bringing this kid in and giving him telling the boosters to give him whatever he wants because go all in. Like I get, yes, you are 100% right. But they're gonna do it anyway.
They
so
are.
You might as well cash.
You're right. You're right.
And
it's
the funny thing about it, like his name is Noah. Like and
so a nigga.
Yeah. So yeah.
No,
so
like a nigga. Like I can't.
And I went around today or not today this week asking like who do y'all think is gonna be the first person in Oklahoma radio to say his name? Because nobody wants to say his name. Like nobody wants to say his name on the radio, and I was like, I wish we could just put prop bets on who is going to be the first person.
Are we going there? Because I got a few names.
No, I'm not going. You just say it with your chest.
No, I'm
not. The podcast.
I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be Jerry.
No,
Jerry's gonna be the one to do it.
I don't think Jerry is very strategic about what he says.
So he's been on the radio too long. Okay,
I don't think it'll be Jerry. He said it would be me.
Okay, so it would have to be you, Daniel, because you're the only black man on the radio right now. It would have to be you. You're the only one that wouldn't get canceled for saying it.
Dylan was like, we were talking about it. My co-host Dylan Buckingham, he was like, yeah, we can't say it. And I was like, I mean, I can say whatever I want.
You say whatever you want.
I was kind of pushing the buttons, but
Jerry, I know you're not gonna say that. I'm just trolling, man. I'm just trolling. I swear I am. If it were anybody not black, it would be from another radio station in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, that I'm not going to mention on here because
I think we agree.
Yeah, it would be from that station.
But to some sports, real quick. Shout out to
to some sports.
Yeah, shout out to the Michigan Wolverines who phenomenal game against Washington. Addam picked them Adam picked Michigan. I picked Washington. So
Hail to the
Adam was
victors,
right.
baby.
They took away every single big play that Washington tried, and I think that was the key to the game. Obviously, getting the Penix was a big key.
Kids playing and everything, man.
Michigan rushing for a little. I think it was like 2 more yards or something like that, more than Washington's total yards. So yeah, shout out to Michigan.
Hey,
shout Jim Harbaugh.
Shout out Jim Harbaugh. Real life, man. I don't like
it proves that you can cheat. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't. No,
I'm kidding.
To me, Michigan was kind of caught up in a situation where they just got caught. Every team does what they did. Every team that's winning does what they did. It's kind of like everyone's speeding, but you're the one that got caught. No, you know. So that being said, congratulations, Michigan. My grandpa, NCO Francisco, will be very, very proud. Yeah.
And then Nick Saban got he retired. That was craziest news of the day.
My tweet.
Nuh-uh. Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
You in Texas.
It's very it's just very
Whatever.
It's very convenient that he got out right before the real powerhouses got into the conference. You know, I'm just saying OU and Texas is about to shake it up a little bit. Texas, as much as I hate Texas, Texas is about to shake it up next year. They are. OU's gonna take maybe I think 2 or 3 years to actually like start doing some stuff in the SEC. But I think Texas going in next year, especially with Saban out now, Texas may mess around and win the SEC.
As a Tennessee fan, I'm ecstatic about that.
Yeah, Tennessee's like, okay, yeah.
I know they playing Rocky Top all night because it's been. I mean, we got the win last year, but it's been ugly.
It's been a long time coming, man.
It's been ugly, but
people already decommitting and transfer portal and you know.
I get because I mean you went there because you wanted to be coached by Nick Saban. Now you don't know who you're gonna be coached by, and if like
who do you think would even get that job?
I don't know because like it's Alabama. That's the best job in college football, and there I don't think they're yes.
But is it the best job? Was it the best job because of Saban? Like now that you're
but you're still
the best job.
But you're still Alabama. Like,
but Bama wasn't Bama without Saban.
But that's still a blue blood program before Saban.
Okay.
It took them a while. Like they had some down years, but
they have
Nick Saban,
a big step back.
Nick Saban is the greatest coach of all time, and Bear Bryant is probably the second greatest coach in a lot of people's eyes. So
okay, you're right.
But and so what is top 3, whatever, wherever you want to put it, it's up there.
Okay.
But and I think that I don't think there are 5 coaches that tell them no. But if you're Dan Lanning, Hail the Bear, or however you say his last name, from Washington, Riley. What's his first name? What's his
Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley. I can't think.
Lincoln Riley ain't going.
I'm saying like if you're whoever,
I say he be talking about duck the smoke.
Like if you're whoever, you can just put your name in the hat, which is what I would do. Put my name in the hat.
Just toss it in and it happens.
So to get a raise.
Yeah.
From like I ain't leaving.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say, hey, I'm flirting with Alabama. Want me?
He could pull the whole, or they could pull the whole Mike Gundy.
Yeah, which literally what he did.
Mike Gundy may mess around trying to do it. Like,
that's it. Like any, but like so I don't know who is gonna be because if I'm Oregon,
Lanning's.
But if I'm Oregon,
Seahawks job, he wants it.
You can go to the NFL, and if I'm Oregon and I don't want to lose him, hey Nike, hey just slide him a couple more $1 million. Like like what if I was Oregon?
Lanning really got it made up there.
Like, he can do whatever he wants. And there were some people that said Sark from Texas said he was promised something when he was at Alabama. But I don't like.
He's in a better position right now.
And Texas can offer whatever they want to.
Yeah,
Texas got a lot of money.
Texas got a lot of money, and they're rolling right now.
So it's
like
I don't
gonna be a hot commodity.
And then like if Clemson,
it's okay. What's the kid's name? Not the kid.
Dabo.
Coach Dabo. Yeah.
Yeah. If he wants the job, it's probably his, but he doesn't like the transfer. He doesn't like NIL. It's a perfect job for Dabo.
Yeah.
But they would have to get some hey, you better be in that transfer portal. You better be all in on NIL.
I don't think Dabo's gonna get that.
But
He's
Dion. They not letting Dion.
Dion.
They not letting Dion in
Dion's ass ain't
control.
about to go over to Alabama
They're not
and
letting
control
Dion control.
nothing.
That's for sure.
Golly.
But then there was people saying that what about Belichick? But
Okay.
I don't think Belichick is old. I don't think he's coming to college to put some
No.
kids. Is it like Lanning is like the perfect coach?
He would be the perfect coach,
but
he got a lot.
If I'm him, I'm going to the highest bidder.
Yeah, which is probably either staying where he is, getting
Or
that
going to
Nike
NFL.
check, or going to the NFL, right up the street.
And
like, yeah.
But speaking of the NFL, playoffs are set. Talk, go ahead, turn your hat around.
You know, I just want these folks to know, man. Everybody had a lot to say about the Cowboys all season long. You know, they ain't played nobody. They can't win the big game. They won a few big games. They lost a couple too, but they won they proved that they can also win the big games. Clearly, they're very dominant at home. They're like 8-0, 9-0 at home.
Very good.
And they're playing the youngest. Is it the youngest playoff team in NFL history? I saw something about the Packers being like the youngest or the second youngest. If the Cowboys lose to the Packers, I will burn this hat. If the Cowboys lose to the Lakers, I will burn this hat.
The Lakers.
Jesus Christ. It's late, guys.
You trying to...
it's late. If the Cowboys...
No, let me take a picture and make sure it's the hat.
If the Cowboys lose to the Green Bay Packers, this hat will be burned. I'm not going to denounce my fandom, but I will be taking some time off because that will be probably... I'm trying to think back. Playoff losses. That will be the most embarrassing playoff loss I can think of in the last 10 years for the Cowboys, to lose to the second youngest team or the youngest playoff team at home with all the expectations we have. People are talking about, like, the Cowboys kind of have a path straight to the NFC Championship, and God forbid San Francisco screw up somewhere like they seem to always do. God forbid they lose a game in the playoffs. The Cowboys, I can confidently say, should make the Super Bowl. They should, if San Francisco loses. So if they were to lose to the Packers, I'm not gonna take it off. I ain't a haircut, but I'm throwing this hat down and lighting it on fire.
If this was the Aaron Rodgers Packers, it'd be easy loss because they always cheat.
I would not make this bet if it was Aaron Rodgers Packers. I mean, predict we lose.
I do like their chances. I'm rolling with the underdog though.
You just got to go opposite of me. That's
no. I'm going with the Lions. You're just talking about like for the Super Bowl. Yes, to make the Super Bowl. I'm going with the Lions. I'm going with the underdog and picking the Lions to make it to the Super Bowl. Oh, this is say it with your chest. Look, I'm picking the Lions to make it to the Super Bowl. Now in the AFC, I don't know.
I'm gonna say it with my chest, man. Lions ain't making it. Lions ain't making it. I got the 49ers. That's gonna be my choice.
Yeah.
I got the Cowboys. And then something just tells me the Eagles are gonna like wake up and be like, oh, we are still probably the best team in the league. Like, if you look from top to bottom, we're still probably the best team in the league.
Who you got in the AFC?
Let's do it. AFC is.
I mean, the Ravens are the favorites.
I think I got the Ravens,
and that's who I want to pick.
The Ravens always disappoint in the playoffs. They're the Cowboys of the AFC, to be honest.
Okay, we're not going that.
They kind of are, bro.
We're not going that.
Here recently, they have been.
I've seen the Ravens win a Super Bowl.
I've seen the Cowboys win a Super Bowl.
You have not, bro. Come on.
I remember that game.
You do not, bro. That was.
I swear to God.
Years old.
I have many memories from those three.
You were
no.
Years old.
I put that on everything I love. Well, okay. I remember that game.
I remember being able to drink and see.
We all know how old you is. I wasn't able to drink. I was trying to finish up high school.
I've seen the Ravens win 2 Super Bowls.
No, you're right. You're right. It's comparable. It's like they always get to the playoffs, and somewhere in there, it's just they lose the game they should not lose. They're still gonna shoot. Well, you think Pat Mahomes is gonna wake up?
You can't count him out.
Yeah.
If the Browns had a quarterback, I really like the Browns. I really like the
That
Browns.
would shake some stuff.
Yeah.
If it ended up being the Browns and the Lions, the
That'd be
battle of the Midwest,
That'd be disgusting.
lowest ratings of all
The
time.
Steelers, if they had a quarterback,
Yeah,
if they're a better quarterback, I like the Steelers. I'd probably go with the Ravens versus Lions.
Ravens, Lions.
It'll probably end up.
I want to say Ravens, Cowboys, but I'm not going to be that Cowboy fan, so I'm going to say Ravens, Niners. I'm going to say Ravens, Niners.
It'll probably end up being 49ers, Ravens, or Eagles, Chiefs again. Like it'll probably be one of those teams. But
that being
I'm rocking with the Lions.
That being said, I need all, not all, because he's warranted some of it, a lot of it, but Dak Prescott has had a hell of a year. He's had a hell of a year. Like statistically, he is a top 2 quarterback right now. Literally, he is a top 2 quarterback. If you look statistically, now you can come with your own personal assessment, but if you look at the stats, he's a top 2 quarterback. He is. Last year it was his interceptions. He's cut that in half, and there's still something. No, that could literally go 16-0.
Sure.
Okay, you about to piss me off, man. Piss me off. All right,
you want? Is he the MVP?
You done killed my buzz. No,
no. Who's the MVP?
Lamar. I'm giving it to Lamar.
I'll give it to Tyreek.
I'm not giving it to Tyreek.
Tyreek, Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, you're doing the non-quarterback thing.
No, and then Lamar. Because like this year, there's no quarterback has just been
Tyreek the offensive
super crazy. Like there's no quarterback that just went crazy this year. So I think.
So you're thinking that
one of them deserves.
I see why you say that. He's definitely my offensive MVP, like for sure. But to me,
I mean, like
nobody thought the Ravens were about to
valuable, like more valuable, too, because they are ugly without him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll see. We're gonna see. But all I want,
I wouldn't mind Lamar.
Cowboys came through. That's all I care about.
For now.
Cowboys came through.
For now.
You're right. Again, I got to give you guys this disclaimer because I seem like a crazy Cowboy fan right now. Let me put my hat backwards again. I seem like a crazy Cowboy fan right now, but all I got to say is I am one of the most realistic Dallas Cowboy fans you are going to find. You can ask him. I have never, literally in the 28 years they have not won a championship, I have never said this is our year. Never. I'll say like, man, we're having a great year. Or, man, I think this is going to be a good year. Or, man, this is a really good team. But I've never said this is our year, and I'm not going to say it now. I do think we're going to win this weekend against Green Bay. But after that, I don't know. I don't know. Well, game by game.
He has the
49ers
and the Ravens. I got the Lions and the Ravens. Did I say Lions and Ravens?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lions and Ravens. So both got the Ravens going, so that probably means that they're going to lose in the first round. Or they're
going to put some on it?
No, I'm not a gambling man.
But I'm not a gambling man either.
We can take shots or
that's not about to say. Like whoever has the most correct. So if you get both correct and I get one wrong, which by default I would have one wrong, I gotta take 2 straight shots of a drink of your choice.
All right, I'll do that.
And vice versa.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay,
you money. I don't like losing money.
Trust me, I understand.
Switching gears a little bit to the NBA.
Yeah.
A lot happened in the NBA. Thunder started losing. Stopped playing defense.
It's like they forgot.
But they're still number one. They're still number one in power rankings. That's weird.
Number one in the power rankings, and this is the closest they've been to number one in the West all season long.
But kind of the biggest story in the NBA was how the Warriors, young guys, just don't like Steve Kerr. Moses Moody came out, said he didn't like what's happening. Kuminga came out, said he don't like what's happening. He don't think Steve Kerr is the guy for him. He hasn't demanded a trade yet, but I mean, it seemed like they on their way out because obviously they're committed to their older guys. I mean, you commit to Steph, and like if you commit to Steph, you got to commit to Draymond and Clay. Like you can't.
They come in a package.
Yeah, you can't say we got you, Steph. But the rest of y'all, y'all gone.
Yeah.
You got to commit.
Which is how it should be. They should hold on to Steph and build around Steph and let Clay and Draymond do what they do.
And I mean, I think Draymond is still extremely valuable, especially like we see how the Warriors' defense is without Draymond.
For sure. And I can't stand Draymond.
Him and KD better watch out. But but Draymond called KD. You got his number, call him. But
grown men.
I think this is a couple of things with the Warriors. I think that they are the perfect example of NBA politics taking over because Pod and Trace Jackson Davis are the new GM's picks. Moody and Kuminga are the old GM's picks, and the new GM wants to see his guys, obviously, and you don't want to see like it because it makes no sense why Moody was playing
Moses
great.
Moody. I would love to have him like on the Lakers or the Thunder. Like, I would love Moody on either one of them two.
So in my mock draft that year, I said I picked Kuminga was I had him mocked before the Thunder pick. They're picking at 6.
I remember that.
And I said, but if he's there, that's the guy. Like and I will die on this hill.
Yeah.
That
was Kuminga.
They should have drafted Kuminga.
was Kuminga in Giddey's? Was that Giddey's?
Yeah. And
I would have gotten Kuminga.
And like even Josh Giddey has been the better player. He's had the better career so far. I'm still drafting Kuminga.
It's crazy.
That's nothing against Josh. I just the size and the rawness. Like I would take that chance on Kuminga
for sure.
But then, in my mock draft, I had the Thunder taking Moody. So either one.
Yeah. I would
like. I was very high on Moody coming out of Arkansas.
Still would have rather had Moody or Kuminga, to be honest. Like, long term,
Moody was playing really good this year, and it made no sense with Draymond out why he's not playing.
So
and then Kuminga. The game where he didn't play the last 18 minutes was just crazy because there's no Draymond, and he's probably the best player that night.
Yeah,
and then he doesn't play, and then I didn't like Steve Kerr's excuse like, well, we were up and so we didn't play, and then when they were coming back, he was cold. Like, I mean, he was your best player.
First of all, he's your best player. Put him in, and he's a young guy. You got to get him reps. You can't just
and then.
You can't ice young players like that. Veterans, but you can't ice a young player trying to find his footing in the league. I actually have a hot take on that. It's not even a hot take, but like, can Steve Kerr is he just not the best developer of young talent? Because think about it, he did not develop the current dynasty that is. That's Mark Jackson, who doesn't get the credit for it, first of all.
But Steve Kerr did make some. He did make some moves to take that thing to the next level.
No, he did, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes to like infant players, can he develop them? Like, are the young players onto something? Because we've not seen him. Yeah, we've not seen him do it. So maybe that's just his kryptonite, like young players that he needs to develop.
The other thing, though, you cannot develop young talent while trying to contend. Like, it's impossible in the NBA. Like, we've never seen it. Like the best example.
Right now,
but they're not contending. Like, and they're like, and I'm talking about like
debatable.
No, I'm saying, but like while contending.
Like in the midst of contending.
Yeah, okay. The Warriors won a championship and still tried to develop before and after.
They're trying to do both. Yeah.
And you can't the best example we've seen of that is the Spurs with Tony Parker and Ginobili. But who was the guards before Tony Parker and Ginobili? There's nobody taking their spot, so it was easy for them to just step in and get those minutes because there's nobody behind them or in front of them to take the spot. So it's easy. And then you had one of the most unselfish superstars ever in Tim Duncan and David Robinson. So it was like, and where David Robinson was getting older, so it made it easier. Like
their timeline was like,
it matched up. It was perfect. And then you can maybe say they developed Kawhi while still having Tim Duncan, but Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Ginobili, those guys
were phasing out as Kawhi was coming in.
So
Steph is still. If Steph had a competent team around him, Steph would still lead a team to a championship.
Like, they got lucky with Jordan Poole, because Clay was hurt, Steph was hurt. So I mean, Jordan Poole had to play,
and Poole had a great leader. He had a great Poole had some help too.
But
it was a perfect situation.
No other team if I'm wrong, there's probably one or two.
Yeah,
but for the most part, you look at the Lakers with Kobe, Shaq, and Kobe Powell didn't develop didn't have to.
Yeah.
Had the guys. Any team LeBron has been on. Didn't have to. He traded away the young players with the Lakers so he can win
the damn championship.
And it worked. The Celtics, the big three, didn't have to, even though they could have, but I mean they should have, but they only won one championship, whatever.
We saw what happened with the Celtics after that.
The Bulls with Jordan didn't have to, and I guess the Lakers kind of with Magic because they developed Magic, but I mean, and Magic had Norm Nixon, but they just gave Magic the reins and let him take over. So that was easy for him to develop. But then they kind of developed James Worthy. And then the Celtics a little bit.
Even this, like the example you're giving right now, how many years ago was that?
Yeah,
like we were not, we were here, but not. No, we weren't.
Yeah,
we were not here. That was the
I don't know. Never mind. How old you trying to say I am? But
bro, I'll be acting like you're like 45, and we only 2 years apart. I gotta chill out.
But yeah, so like
wake up and be 33 tomorrow.
It's damn near impossible. Like so, Warriors need to figure it out, and it seems like they made a decision of we gonna stick with these older guys and the young guys. The hell with y'all,
which I think is a bad decision.
I mean,
because
it depends on what you get back.
It depends on what you get back, but
if you can get, you need to make that trade quick because they losing ground in the West.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, say
it's not looking good right now. I was just looking at the standings. They are currently, where they at? Yeah, they're 12th. I was looking at the play-in. No, they are 12th. They're 12th. They're 17-20, and they're a game and a half out of the play-in.
And everybody above them,
and everyone
the Rockets are the only team that you say they might not get it.
The Lakers are going to get it it Phoenix is going to get it together. Dallas definitely. Dallas is better than what is on this. I like Dallas. I like Dallas. I like Dallas,
but. They need to make whatever trade they make. They need to make like there's been Siakam, Markkanen. If they can get, Markkanen, I think that'd be great.
I could see Markkanen there too. Like he kind of fits.
That's an easy fit.
He fits that team perfectly. Real quick pivot though. Dennis Schroeder, have you seen that latest report?
No.
He's apparently frustrated with the Raptors organization, and he wants to go somewhere where he can be the focal point of an offense and lead the team. It was part of a recent interview, and I read that part, and I stopped reading the story because it was such an outrageous.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm a Dennis Schroeder fan. Like I love Dennis.
Yeah, he's good.
Dennis, you're a fourth or fifth option on a championship team. That's more outrageous than.
He'd be a third option, like
on a championship.
Like if the Lakers got past the Nuggets last year, I think the Lakers beat the Heat in the championship, and he was the third option on that team.
Okay, well, you're a third option. You're still nowhere near.
I think it has to be a situation, a good situation though.
That was almost as outrageous as Reggie Jackson saying he should start over. Russell Westbrook. When he said when he said that, that's all I can think of when I even see Reggie Jackson.
It's not that bad.
That was crazy. That was
they ain't got no point guard.
That's true.
That's true. Future Hall of Famer.
That's true. But no, Dennis Schroeder in 2024 is not leading any team to a championship. Yeah. He's not. He is not. That's in America. Maybe he goes overseas. Yeah, but he's not.
Kind of sticking with basketball because the Thunder were in Miami tonight as a Wednesday night. Got a win. Got back on track. Thank God.
J-Dub fumbled the bag.
Actually, not back on track, but because they won against the Wizards. Started playing some defense.
They looked bad.
Yeah. But speaking of Miami, so this has nothing to do with basketball, actually.
Hey, they got to cover their guy, man. I know where you're going with this.
No.
Oh, I thought you was talking about them waiting to give Spoelstra the deal.
Well, speaking of Miami,
they taking care of their guy. But go ahead.
I love pettiness, and that was
very petty.
Where we're talking, Spoelstra signed a $120 million extension, 8-year extension, and they waited until his divorce was final, so his ex-wife can't get any of that extension. Very petty, and I like it.
I love it.
But
I love it.
I'm talking about the aliens.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I was thinking okay.
There's reports that there was some, or not aliens, some non-human, 9 to 10 feet,
which is aliens,
shadow things that were walking around South Beach on Biscayne Boulevard in the mall. Not Biscayne Boulevard. Is it Biscayne Boulevard?
It's Biscayne Boulevard, I believe.
No, it's Biscayne something.
Yeah. Biscayne.
Might be street. I don't know.
Biscayne. Boulevard sounds better. If it's not Boulevard, it needs to be.
But there's walking around. There's a lot of cops. There's videos that nobody had of the aliens, and I'm putting air quotes for the audio medium people.
Are you an alien guy?
That's my question to you. Do you believe in aliens?
I think it's very stupid to really believe that we're just the only beings in the entire that's really stupid to me. Yes, there are aliens. Okay. Yes, there's aliens. Now I don't necessarily think.
Do you think there were aliens in Miami?
I don't have any facts to back that up, so I'm not going to say yes, but I'm also not going to say no. I do think something weird. You said there were a lot of cops. The whole damn Miami PD and surrounding area was up and down the street. You didn't see that many cops for 9/11.
Okay.
Did you see the video, bro? Yes. No, that was not no damn teenage rape.
But even firecrackers.
Even if there was a shooting, there would not have been that many cops.
I think it would have been that many cops if there were active shooter.
Something weird happened. I don't know. Something.
Okay, so happened. I'm a see it to believe it person. The only thing I don't see that I believe is God, Jesus. Like that's it.
Okay.
Everything else, like I don't even believe in time. Like, or like,
that's a social concept.
I guess I believe in like the construct of, like not the construct, but the concept of
time, but actual like a 24-hour clock is not.
Bro, like there used to be 10 months.
Yeah.
They just ignored like 10 months of 304 days.
Yeah.
Like that,
it's time.
Like
I mean, it's a social construct.
It is. You know what year it is in Ethiopia?
What year is?
Just guess.
Two. So it's shorter. So 2000. 2055?
Bro, it is 2016 in Ethiopia. You fly to Ethiopia tomorrow, you are 8 years in the past. 8 years. Like
it's 2018 in Ethiopia right now?
2016.
2016?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Exactly. So the fact that we can have a whole nother, like, what is Ethiopia's population?
Are you serious?
Yes. The fact, I think
how did I not know this?
Ethiopia's population was like 120 million, 125 million, somewhere around there.
That sounds about right.
The fact that we can have that many people just living in a whole different, they don't follow our calendar. So like time is legit not real.
It's not.
So I say to say
17.
Oh, I'm way off.
That's way off. But
why did I say 120? That don't even sound right.
Maybe there's that many living in the world, but in Somalia there's 17 million people, which makes more sense.
Still,
yeah,
that many
that's
people,
still a lot of people in a whole nother dimension of life. 2016, what was I doing? Like I was still going to Rednecks. Geez, bro, I was at Rednecks, man. The place was lit.
It's
hip hop night.
It's just mind-boggling that people believe in time. But I say that
so you don't believe in aliens?
I say that to say that I have to see it to believe it. Because I don't like.
Many people have seen it though. Like there is evidence.
There is literally no evidence.
Yes, there is. The government's just withholding it.
Zero evidence. Zero evidence that I've seen.
That's because so the government is doing a good job on you because that's exactly what they want.
I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm saying I gotta see it to believe it. Because here's the thing.
That's contradiction.
So do you think aliens have been to Earth?
Yes, they're here right
now. Here's the thing. If aliens have been to Earth, that means that if they figured out how to get here because they're not in our solar system.
Mm-hmm.
Which means if they figured out how to get here, they are way smarter than us. Way smarter than us because we can't figure out how to get to. Can't even figure out how to get back to the moon.
Aliens are smarter than us.
But so the fact that they're smarter, they figured out how to get here, which we can't figure out how to get back to the moon, and they figured out how to travel light years away to get here. They get here, a superior being gets here, and they get captured. It's Independence Day.
I mean, all of them have not gotten captured though. Like
where they at?
Some of them, that is the mystique.
That's what I'm saying.
No one knows. I think they're in the ocean. Everyone's talking about like the fact that we've only discovered like 30% of the ocean, and there's 70% that we can't say anything about because we don't.
30 is probably a little bit too high too.
There's more than half of the ocean.
No, I'm saying that's too high.
Too high. Yes, like we don't know. I would say 80% of the ocean we don't have a clue about. Nothing. Yeah. So who's to say that aliens aren't just in the water? Maybe they part of like in the depths of like they got their own stuff. Society. I want to cuss so bad. I gotta stop. But I almost slipped like 5 times.
But again, they got here and got captured, or got killed.
Some like who knows? Think about it though.
One alien getting here and getting captured makes no sense to me. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because they figured out how to get here.
But okay, they figured out how to get here, but that doesn't mean like they know how to fight off opposition. They just know how to get here. They just know how to get here. But like,
if you know how to get here, you got some.
There's a lot of hypotheticals here. Like you're coming with very hypothetical.
That's logic. That's logic though.
There's some logic in it. Like yes, they are smart, but who's to say like they're smart in that way? Like they're smart. Yeah, they're smart.
Man,
they know how to get here, but they may not be as smart on how to fight off opposition or how to hide or how to like there's other areas where they may not be smart. It's kind of like you being really really book smart but dumb as rocks when you hit the streets. Like yeah, he can do a Rubik's Cube in 0.5 seconds, but he stepped on the block.
Technology to get here. I feel like you got technology to whoop some ass.
And I feel like most of them do. Also, how many like there's so many again hypotheticals. There's so many hypotheticals here because like how many aliens are here? Are there 50,000 or are there 500 million? And of that 500 million, how many got caught? 5? Because that's like not even. That's not even a fraction. That's not even a point, whatever of a percent of them that got caught. There's just a lot of hypotheticals.
I'm just saying, I gotta see it to believe it. I ain't saying they.
I can respect it.
I just gotta say
you're playing it safe.
I'm not playing.
You ain't willing to commit to either side. You playing it safe.
That's how I am about everything.
Hey,
Cowboys. I gotta see it to believe it for them to be real. Look,
we can agree on that.
I don't know, man.
Hey, this is the segment that has to go on Twitter. This is the segment right here. We got to put this segment on Twitter, man. I don't know.
Adam believes in aliens, and I like because okay,
aliens. Have you watched? It's a documentary on Netflix, and I forgot what it's called. But it's like societies of people, like with the same exact story. People that don't know each other, that have the same alien sightings, that had no contact with each other from different cities in Texas, that all have the exact same story to a T about seeing aliens.
Whatever. Like, do you believe in dinosaurs? I don't even know if I believe in dinosaurs.
History. I don't believe in a lot of history. So it's like I want to believe in dinosaurs because I was a dinosaur fan growing up, but like I got some questions. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know if I believe in dinosaurs. They say Earth is like I don't know so many billion years old. I definitely don't believe in that.
He was about to say it's like a flat Earth. I thought you were a flat Earther. Nah. He was on Kyrie's way. Okay, making sure.
I'm everything I gotta see and like there's like slavery. I believe in slavery just because the fact that they put it in books and they whitewash history. The fact that it was there, they put it there.
They whitewashed that.
They
made it less brutal than it
was,
and that was brutal. Yeah,
what it was. So yeah, but like stuff that like everything we like. You ever thought about how literally everything we know was made up. Literally everything. And so they say that there have been 5 cataclysmic catastrophes that have wiped out the Earth. How the hell would you know that? If it wiped out 70% to 80% of the Earth, how the hell would you know it wiped there was something like bro. And people are gonna say that like they have the science to figure that out, but that science was made up. That science is made up to tell you
I have never thought that deeply about it, but that makes some sense. Like you're making some sense.
You telling me if
the Earth was wiped out 5 times.
5 times. The last time was what? Like what was it? 6 billion years ago?
Yeah.
How much? 1 billion years?
300. 300. Like 300 years ago, we ain't really gonna like we don't know what happened 300 years ago, to be honest.
And it's just feel like just like the
You got a great point.
when history gets passed down, they just make up whatever.
Have you ever played the game Telephone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They told us in school that George Washington had wooden teeth.
And I really believe that too.
George Washington's teeth was made from slaves.
I really believe that he had wooden teeth too.
Because that was what was told him.
I studied so hard for them tests just to come all to find out it was a lie.
Yeah.
Like
bro, so like I'm a person that believes in science. So don't get me wrong, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I definitely believe in science.
Same.
But when you telling me that there were 5 things that took out 70% of the population or the 70% of Earth or
I got a question for you.
How the hell would you know that? Like it just makes no sense to me.
Do you believe in chemtrails and the whole conversation behind those and the timing of when they are in the sky, it being in the morning during rush hour and at 5 o'clock during rush hour?
I don't know.
So the scientists say that the atmosphere is cold and the exhaust from the airplane, that don't quote me on this, again, I'm not a scientist, I'm a journalist, but the smoke, it reacts with the hot smoke and the cold air creates the smoky look, but some also say that that's
I don't know
releasing of chemicals.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's one that I'm kind of like, my wife believes in that, and I'm just kind of like, Kiera, but like what? It's a conversation I've just given up. It's one of them arguments that like I'm just like, it's not worth it because we will never know, and when we do know, it'll just be a fact. Like it will be.
I'll find out when I get to heaven.
Yeah. Like I don't know, but yeah, between that and wind turbines being something alien,
birds not being real.
Birds not being real. Birds are real, y'all.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm just trying to live my life right and get to heaven.
We're not even real. Like we're not real. Something.
But wrapping up that this is going all over the place.
Hey, last question though. This is the last question. You believe in dimensions, like multiple different dimensions?
I don't know because like I saw, I read something about our dreams being ourselves in a different dimension.
Yeah.
And like that just really made me think. Like I went down a rabbit hole. So I don't know.
I'm a strong believer in different things.
Like it. It's believable.
I am a strong believer in that. Like the black hole conversation and like what the hell is on the other side of black holes. And how do we know? Yeah, how do we know?
How do they know what's on the what a black hole is? You've never been able to send anything into a black hole.
Sounds. I know you heard some sounds. I know you heard some sounds.
What? You've never been able to send anything close to a black hole.
Bro, stop, man. You're ruining my imagination, man.
We can get to this week's draft. Before we get to the draft, though, you said something last week that made me want to do this draft. We're drafting sitcoms.
I forgot it. Let me start looking stuff up.
Though, you said was overrated. Can you explain?
No, I can't. I just think it's overrated. Like I don't even want to have a discussion.
Have you like watched it?
Yeah, it's just not very fun. Like I can't help.
It's not very
funny. Like I can't. To me, it's like a corny funny, and I just don't like corny funny things. Like I can't. Listen, bro. Listen. I know. Listen, I say the same thing about myself. I want to like Martin because I like Martin Lawrence. Like I want to like it, but I can't help when I'm watching the show. I just don't laugh. If I don't laugh, I can't force myself to just laugh and like the show. I don't be laughing.
That's crazy.
I don't know why. It just don't be funny. The Fresh Prince, though,
that's crazy.
Whole nother level.
Look up the sitcoms because, like, first off, Martin is hilarious. I think it's the funniest. I think it's the funniest sitcom ever. But I've seen like 80% of the sitcoms ever made.
Yeah,
either the white ones, the black ones. George Lopez. Like I've seen, like I used to stay up all night, high school, middle school, and just watch sitcoms. And then the music infomercials. So I've really seen sitcoms, but
I like the white ones a lot too. We may have to extend this to like 8.
How many do you want to do?
Let's do 6. Let's do 6. Okay. Yeah.
I'll let you go first.
Man.
I'll let you go first.
Fresh Prince.
That's fine because
Yeah.
I knew he was going there. I am going with my number one pick.
You better not take mine.
It's not my favorite, but it's my number one pick, and I think it's the best sitcom of all time. I'm going to Cosby Show.
Oh man. Yeah, the Cosby Show is the greatest sitcom of all time. I'll give you that.
I need to write these down. Let's see.
I said Fresh Prince. I'll say I'm gonna add probably the funniest sitcom of all time. It's a very unorthodox style. To me, it changed how things were filmed, but The Office.
That's
hilarious.
I did not think you. I didn't even think you watched The Office, but that's a great pick.
Episode.
That's
like
a great. That's
now.
a great pick.
That
damn,
show is
damn,
hilarious.
For my number two, I'm going with my favorite. My favorite.
Okay.
My Wife and Kids. I think
Wife and Kids.
I think it's underrated. I think it's Michael Kyle. Dude, that's just a hilarious.
My Wife and Kids is
extremely
underrated. You know, it's very recent, but I think 20 years from now, we're going to talk about this being like one of the best sitcoms ever, and it's Blackish.
Another underrated.
Yeah. Blackish is a great show.
And since you went there, I feel like I got to go with the newest one also. Oh, I know. And it's very early, but Abbott Elementary is and it is hilarious.
Abbott Elementary had me on the floor. Like, that show is hilarious.
So underrated.
Coming from like that show coming out when I was in my first year of teaching was that hit home 100%. Like that declared my love for that show because I could relate on so many different levels with them badass kids and like and the teachers like clicking up and stuff. Man, it's hilarious.
You got two more.
Golly, wait. Fresh Prince, The Office, Blackish.
Three more.
Sorry. You're gonna take mine, but I gotta get this out. Full House.
I wasn't gonna take it, but it's a good one.
I love
Annie
Full
Tanner.
House, man. That's
one of the best TV dads.
I think that was the first white sitcom I watched. That was the first white sitcom that my parents low key was like, "Hey, you can watch this."
I know you're not gonna take this one because I'm taking it back too. I'm taking Three's Company. That was probably I know
that is a good one.
That's one of my favorite. John Ritter is one of my John Ritter was the first celebrity death that I was sad at.
Oh, for real?
Like legit sad. Yeah. Like because I used to stay up every night, watch Three's Company. Then he had the new show. I think it was 8 Simple Rules. Love me some John Ritter. So I got to go with Three's Company.
This is where it's gonna kind of start getting.
Now you got two more.
Getting hard for me. You know one that I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it, so this does not count. I want to say Ted Lasso, but I'm gonna leave it.
So,
I've never seen it. No. Well, just watch it. Just watch it. There's like 3 seasons in, but the show is very good, and you would like it because it's sports based, and it has that Sudeikis dude. He's one of my favorite.
Sudeikis
actors. How you pronounce his last name? Is it not Sudeikis?
No.
Shit. I've been slaughtering these last names. First I said Penix. Anyway, let's do Modern Family.
We're very modern.
Man, Kiera put me on that recently.
I'm really mad you stole
and that was
The Office. I did not think you watched The Office.
Why did I think I watched
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like I'm the exact person that would watch The Office.
But I think I'm gonna go the kid that I wanted to be.
Oh,
I'm going smart guy.
Oh,
okay. I wanted to be TJ so bad because I was smart.
Okay.
This is the last one, Adam.
That's why I'm looking because I'm trying to choose wisely, and I'm going.
Okay, wait. No, we're gonna just do a different whole. I was gonna say pick a cartoon, but we can do a whole different cartoon draft.
Put on some like music or something real quick.
Put on some
music. Let's do. Oh my God. I'm gonna sound Miss New Girl. I'm not gonna be able to do New Girl. I took Modern Family instead of New Girl.
But that's a good one though. I love me some New Girl.
Yeah, New Girl is like one of my favorites. I'm gonna go with a very old, underrated one that you're gonna judge me as an old white man, but my dad used to make me watch this show with him after the news every night, and it's Frasier.
Yeah,
I love Frasier.
it's not bad. Frasier's not bad, but
It's one of those. It's like I know it's not one of the like best
yeah,
ever,
I
but
get it, but it's not bad. It's not a bad show.
Yeah, it just sticks to me. That and
Now
Seinfeld.
with Seinfeld is definitely overrated.
Yeah.
I don't get that one.
You don't?
I don't get Seinfeld sucks. I'm sorry, Seinfeld sucks.
Oh man.
For me, my last one, like there's so many places I can go again because I've seen a lot of sitcoms. Like I can go Scrubs.
I've never watched Scrubs.
Was it good? Yes, I love Donald Faison though.
I'm gonna write these down.
Let's see. I can go like Sister, Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World. That's a sitcom. Yeah, it is. Oh man.
I can go Bernie Mac show, Jamie Foxx.
I'm watching that right now. I'm watching Jamie Foxx show right now. Every time I get in bed, I just turn it on.
There's so many places. I can go King of Queens, Big Bang Theory. Oh, I love King of Queens.
I didn't. Do you like Friends?
I love Friends. I can go Friends. I love Friends.
You know what I forgot? And I almost want to replace. Can I replace?
Yeah, sure.
That 70s show.
Nothing.
That 70s show is
man.
That's probably like top 3 for me.
Bro, it's like so many shows. But my last one, I'm going Martin. The funniest sitcom of all time.
I was wondering when you're gonna say Martin.
Just because I knew you weren't gonna pick it.
Yeah.
I save it for last. Like this is the funniest sitcom of all time. Like,
of all time,
the funniest sitcom.
Like there is no other sitcom funnier than Martin.
No, absolutely not. You and Jerry will get along because Jerry doesn't like Martin either.
Overrated,
It is not, man.
So
I could have gone a different world.
It's not overrated. I just think it takes. It's a certain kind of humor that you gotta like.
No,
look again. I have actively tried to like the show.
Oh man,
I have watched Martin. Now I've watched Martin like twice, all the way through, trying to like the show.
Oh man,
and I may have laughed like 8 times in the whole 2 times I watched the whole show.
What PG say? That's a bad shot. That's a bad take. That's a bad take.
Hey,
that's a bad.
PG said that's a bad shot, but it was the right shot. It's the right take.
Oh man, no man. Like, bro, the Tommy Tommy Davidson Jr. show episode.
I don't want to hear it,
bro.
It wasn't funny
when he brought the fake dog, bro. Come on,
it just wasn't funny.
This is hilarious.
It wasn't funny.
Addam
was not bad take. Martin Lawrence's best work.
What? Yes, it was.
It was not.
Yes, it was. Oh man,
love Martin Lawrence though. One of my favorite actors.
But
his show was not one of his best.
Anyway,
it got his name out. Let's just say that. It got his.
That's the house party got his name out.
Well, it helped his name.
Whatever.
It helped his name. There we go.
Anyways,
y'all, I'm trolling. No, Martin's a good show.
Piss me off.
Martin's a good show. I ain't trying to hurt him. I ain't trying to hurt the host's feelings.
Anyway, something new that we are doing at the end of shows are picking 2 Black businesses to give a shout out to, just to say go visit them, maybe do some business with them. You want to go first or? We need to go ahead this week. We'll do 2 this week. I'm gonna do my family's daycare.
Hey, that's dope.
Solely for You Child Development Center. They do 24 hours, do curriculums, great food. My mama cooked the food, so it's good.
Oh yeah.
So if you need some daycare, go holler at them. Solely for You Child Development Center, Facebook. Hit up my brother Alexander or Beyonce's boyfriend or something like that, or whatever his name on Twitter is. I forgot.
His name is Beyonce's boyfriend. I think so.
And then go to get some photography from K Francisco.
My brother.
Yes, go see Kiera, his wife Kiera, to get some pictures. We keep it in the family. So go get some pictures, some headshots. I need to get me some get my hair done first. But Kiera, I do follow Kiera, and she does phenomenal work. She'll make you look good. She is really professional. Like I said, phenomenal work. So go get some daycare and go get some pictures done.
Man, I'm about to add a little bit to that K Francisco. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, y'all, real life. I'm not even trying to make this no tear-jerking moment or nothing like that. Kiara works extremely hard on K Francisco. I just left the house and she was editing pictures. Like she works until 2, 3 a.m. while working a regular job um to make her business go. The way that she started the business has been so like well put together and methodical. Like everything she does, um, actually it motivates me on how to run my business. Like she has taught me how to run my business that I've had for like 8 years now. She's had hers for 2 and she's teaching me stuff. She works so hard. So please support her. She doesn't only work hard, she's one of the best photographers in the city. So anyway, uh I'm gonna shout out her parents, actually, Chef Curry to Go. It's a catering
I've
company.
had the food. It's good.
It's very good. They used to have a restaurant in the Split Tea Center. They let that go because they were making so much damn money catering and doing meal prep. They were like, we don't need a restaurant, but their meal prep, A1. Their catering, A1. You cannot go wrong with them. Go to Chef Curry to go.com. chefcurrytogo.com. They're Chef Curry to Go on Instagram. Chef Curry, just like Steph Curry. It's the easiest thing to spell. chefcurrytogo.com. And then I'm gonna shout out. I was going back and forth on which business I was gonna shout out second, but I'm gonna go with my family. My cousins, distant cousins, Leo's Barbecue. They just rebranded. They just reopened their standalone business, and they've been a pillar, a pillar in the Black community. I'm not gonna try to guess how long they've been there, but my entire life, and I'm 31, so at least 31 years, and I know it's been longer than that. They work really, really hard as well. They are often given the short end of the stick when it comes to like recognition in the city. They should have a lot more recognition than what they, get. So check out Leo's Barbecue in my hood, Northeast 36. I had to say it. Got to shout out the East Side, Northeast 36th and Kelly on the corner, where the streets doing weird stuff. It's weird. Down the street from Ice.
Y'all know about that.
Another Black-owned company. So yeah.
So that was this week's pod. Shout out to y'all for rocking with us. Continue to, like I said at the beginning, continue to rock with us as we try and grow this to be something special. Thank you for rocking with us. Those of you who do, tell others to rock with us. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever.
If you ain't rocking with us, what you doing?
You heard him say it.
I'm so serious, man. Like, there ain't nobody else in Oklahoma City that's doing this. So there's no one in Oklahoma that's doing this. So come on.
Until next time, this has been Say It With Your Chest.